That's about 18, 19 years now, and it's been a fantastic run that we've had. It started in childhood. I remember the first time we ever had a sleepover. It was the first time I ever slept somewhere not in my bed, and it was in my backyard. And Jules and I had a tent. We set up in my backyard, and we tried to make it through the night. We were like playing with Jules' X-Men figures the whole night. And what we didn't do was put like the rain cover on, so it got so wet, just dew everywhere. And at 5 a.m. the parrots started squawking, so it was too loud. And we gave up, and we came inside at like 5 a.m. But that was one of our first great memories, and then it proceeded to buying like bomb bags from the ice cream truck, and like lighting them off outside of your neighbor's house, suing. Because we weren't that big of fans of suing. And then we play with my G.I. Joes, and then we had like our little pyromaniac phase where like burn my G.I. Joes.
He's hysterical.
We had Cub Scouts, and we went opal mining. And we thought we were going to be rich. We got a lot of opals, and we were like, we were going to be so rich.
I still have all those.
We realized that opals were worth like 20 cents a pound or something.
I love his laugh.
And then there was Little League, and we were on the Reds together, and I was playing second base, and Jules was playing first base. And sorry, Josh Underwood, you're here, but you were pitching, and you were walking like everywhere.
Hi there, Josh.
Jules and I were just sitting there on the right side of the infield like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Like, saying having quality time in the middle of the game. And then I remember we would walk home from school. Like,
He's hysterical.
Like 5th and 6th grade. And Jules had a PlayStation. My parents wouldn't let me get a PlayStation. So we would go over there and we would play like Twisted Metal and be like the Candyman and the ice cream truck. And then we would play Game Day 98, which was like we were like 49ers fans together. And Game Day 98 was like our football game. And Jules always got to be the running back, and I was the blocker. Okay, I always had to be the blocker. And whenever I would miss a block, and then they would tackle Jules, he'd be like, "What are you doing?" And I would be like, "Nothing." He'd be like, "Exactly." It's like, sorry. And then middle school came, and we did a play together. We acted in a play together, the Westridge play. And Jules was very kind. He would help me rehearse my lines. And so I was a doctor, and he would like say the lines of the other characters, except he would say them in the voice of the Macho Man, Randy Savage. And that, needless to say, did not help me focus on learning my lines, but he would say them all in that voice. And then high school came, and Jules got really involved in football, and it would be summer morning at like 10 a.m. and I'm just sleeping sound, like so happy that I'm just in summer, nothing to do. And then, boom, 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 like knock on my window, like 10 a.m. He's like throwing tennis balls at my window, or breaking into my house, and like coming into my room, like waking me up, like come downstairs, we're gonna hang out. So we go downstairs and like sit on the couch where we sat for millions of hours of our lives. And you would get like, we would always have like a gallon jug of goldfish in my cabinet. And he would just like eat the entire jug of goldfish crackers. Yeah. So we had a lot of amazing times. But we also got through a lot of obstacles that lesser friends would not have stayed together. They would have gone their separate ways. I mean, in the same year, 6th grade, Jules moved off the street, moved across the town. I went to private school, so all of a sudden we went from literally being able to yell from our bedroom windows and be like, hey, come over, oh, hey, come over, to like not seeing each other at all. Like school, Little League was over, Cub Scouts was over, everything. But we stayed together. We stayed in touch. We just like, even when we had we didn't have many mutual friends, and we just always stayed close. We always stayed in touch. And we went through high school. We had a great time in high school, but we got to college, and I went across the country, and we'd be apart for months at a time. Our lives were completely different. We had very few mutual acquaintances that we would both be involved with in our daily lives. But when we would come back together, it would be like nothing had ever changed. It would just be the same old friendship we always had, where we were just like it was just like a childish, like just a kiddie, youthful at heart friendship that we always had and never changed. And so as we grew up, we just became like brothers. We just got closer and closer until we were literally, you couldn't differentiate us from our families. We were just like the same as our families. So, I mean, and then, you know, and then obviously I went to France and England, and Jules came visiting. We partied all over the world. We partied in England, France, Georgia, Louisiana,
What's that bill
like
you got?
California, just like Washington, just everywhere. And we've had so many amazing times together. But as much fun as we have had together, and as much good times as we have had together, I have never seen Jules as happy as he has been in the past year and a half since we've had Julie. And
That's
so
awesome.
he's as happy as I've ever seen him. That makes me happy. Jules, ever since the first time he met Julie in 6th grade at South Pass Middle School, knew that Julie was the girl of his dreams, okay? She was a girl of a lot of guys, but she was the girl of his dreams. And Jules can say, not many people can say this, with his firefighting job, that was the job of his dreams when he was a little kid. Julie was the girl of his dreams. So he has realized his dreams. Not many people can say that, okay? And Julie is lucky to have Jules, and Jules is lucky to have Julie. So I'm just happy for them, and I want to raise a toast, because I know they're an amazing couple. So, cheers to Julie and Julie.
Cheers. Oh, your son knows how to give ultimate speed. That was sensational.
Well said. Thank
And
you,
he
man.
did it full circle.
With all that talk of, yeah.